One of the more powerful features of Google Calendar is the ability to add multiple calendars to your account. Let me show you what I mean. By default, every user is given a calendar right here. It's going to be the name of the account, and this account is called Script Demo. But if I was in my school account that I use for work, it's called Justin Keene, and whatever your account name is, that's what you're going to see here. This is your default calendar. But if you notice below here, I've got a number of different calendars that are different names. And that's what I mean by multiple calendars. You can set up different calendars with different sharing settings. So for example, my Script Demo account, I'm going to keep that private. And the reason I'm going to do that is if someone sends me an invite in calendar, it is going to show up in this calendar. And what I've seen people do is teachers will create their lessons and they'll create a calendar for their students and they'll post it on a website. And they'll use this default calendar without realizing that all notifications are going to come to this. So when that account calendar is posted on a website, students and parents may inadvertently see other things that are going on for that teacher's account that they may not want to show up there. So what I tell everybody is create multiple accounts. In my instance, I have my personal account, I have my work account calendars that are shared with each other so I can see them on both platforms. I've shared those calendars with my wife. I've even got calendars for my children. So when we have soccer games, when we have karate practice, when we have a birthday party, that's in a different calendar. And that calendar is shared with my wife so she can see all the events and add to them, whereas some of the other calendars she cannot. So let me show you how to do this. I'm going to click the plus sign here. And I'm going to create a new calendar here. Now you do have the option to use from URL. And where I've used this is if I'm working from the Canvas learning management system, I can grab a course URL for the calendar and plug that in. And now I can see my Canvas events in my Google Calendar. But I'm going to create a new calendar. I call it as such. And you can set your time zone. This is a new calendar. And simply create. Once you're done, you'll see that the calendar has been created, and it will now show up on the left side of your account on the top section of My Calendars. Again, this is going to show up here because these are calendars that you can edit, that you have access to beyond just viewing. So now, calendar has been created. I want to configure it. This is where I can change the settings for this specific calendar. So if I wanted to make this available for all people within my organization and make public, I can do that here. And that is separate from my Script Demo account. So this is adding a new calendar. You'll notice now the new calendar shows up here. It's in orange. I'm going to change this to a different color so I know what it is. And I've now added another calendar to my account.